You know, I favor Spence for multiple reasons. A lot of the same reasons that the press would favor him. But one, I just think as soon as Mikey called out my name, because he called out Keith Thurman before Errol Spence, you know, as soon as he called out my name and then he went over to Spence, I just think when he, whatever his team, it's great to have people that believe in you,
yeah.
But Keith Thurman and Errol Spence were not the fighters that he's fought in the past.
Errol Spence Garcia, man, happening the week after your fight. How do you see that fight playing out?
I'll be there, man. I have no clue how that fight's gonna play out, but I can't wait for that first blood.
When you first heard that Mikey was moving up 2 divisions to fight, you know, kind of the boogeyman, so to speak, of the welterweight division, just what were your thoughts on that?
I was just as surprised as everyone else. I was just surprised. I didn't think it was gonna go down. I thought that, you know, even the fight with myself and Errol, I thought that one might happen before Errol and Mikey, you know. So, you know, I was surprised that he was talking the way he was talking, and then obviously surprised when they finally signed, and now I just can't wait.
Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia, just a few weeks away. I know everyone's reaction.
That's a great fight,
Yeah,
but I just think a good big one will always beat a good little one. I think Errol Spence, we've seen him over here beating Kell Brook. I think technically he's one of the best boxers around at the moment. Mikey Garcia, I don't know whether they've sparred in the past and that's given them the confidence to take the fight. I know Mikey Garcia is a big puncher, he's used to sparring bigger kids, but you can go in then with a false sense of invincibility, and then come fighting out, you realise the size of the job on hand. So unless they've sparred each other before and there's something going on, or the usually confident Mikey Garcia in doing this, and it's a big step up, but I just think the better man, Errol Spence, is young, he's fresh, technically very good. Mikey Garcia is good, punches well, but I just think Errol Spence, I think not being tested on the chin that much, Spence, yet. If Mikey can land, we'll learn a lot more of Errol Spence after this fight, whether he is the real deal and whether he will become the next huge pay-per-view star, the next Mayweather. This is his breakout fight. Mikey Garcia pulls this off, then wow, the world's his oyster then, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'd fancy Spence again on points.
It's a very big move, but it's not impossible. I think it's not impossible.
Do you give him credit? Do you give Mikey credit for stepping up and taking this challenge?
Ты как бы даешь ему кредит за то, что он идет.
I respect him. It's a very big move. I respect him. But you know, if I would be in his place, правильно, да? I never do this move.
You never move up?
Never.
You just want to stay at your weight level? Okay.
Do you think he has better skills than Spence? Taking size out of it, is he a better
No, Spence, it's not just you know, regular boxer. It's not just like a boxer who just come in the gym. No, he's a top fighter.
What makes him good, do you think, Spence?
I think it's power and his давление, pressure and his pressure.
A lot of people say yes, him and Mikey have good fundamentals. Do you think so too? Because you kind of do things beyond just the fundamentals. But what do you think of that?
Что ты думаешь? Вроде бы как бы у них есть, они оба как бы хорошие функциональные.
Different weight, different size.
Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia.
Ooh, Mikey Garcia is starting to draw me in.
Yeah,
a little bit
you know,
like,
people were saying that.
Yeah.
Were you not convinced at first?
At first, I just thought Errol Spence is too big. They're both top fighters. You know, if they're both, you know, 9 out of 10 fighters, then it goes slightly in Errol Spence's favour because of his size, his natural size. You know, it doesn't mean to say he's a better fighter than Mikey Garcia, but. And then I sit and I listen to the Garcia and I just think, yeah, you've took this fight because you're bang up for this fight, you know. You didn't need to take this fight, you've got your own legacy, you are an unbelievable fighter, and you know, you're a 4-weight world champion, and you did not need to take this fight. And he's took it, and when I sit and I listen to him, and I just thought, when he said, I'm a better fighter than you know, he said it to Errol Spence. He said, I've got better feet, I've got better accuracy, better timing, I'm a better boxer. And I just, if you narrow them both down, he probably is. He probably has got better feet, but Errol Spence is a bigger man, so it is very interesting.
It is.
To pick a winner, I'd probably be a hypocrite, because I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna say Garcia. I'm gonna say Garcia now. Yeah, first time today I'm picking Garcia.
Mike Garcia is one of the best fighters out there, and can be considered pound for pound one of the best. I think that he has great ability, has great knowledge of the boxing world, the boxing game, speed, power, and all the above. My only problem I have is the size of Errol Spence that he's fighting, and them being southpaw. And I think like Errol Spence is not just a welterweight; he's more like a middleweight that comes down to welterweight. He's a big guy. Yeah. And Mike Garcia has fought 26, 30, 35, and done very, very well. But to make that leap that big and somebody that's actually a big fighter, I can't see it happening, but you never know. Anything happens in boxing. That's why we love to see the sport, and that's why I'll be sitting there watching to see exactly what happens. What does Mikey Garcia have inside of him to make him believe that he can beat such a bigger guy?
That's it. Listen, I think just because of the size issue, I lean towards Errol Spence, who's a fantastic fighter. I first seen him here in this very gym in 2012 when he was on the Olympic squad, and he stood out to me then. But with Mike, I think Mike is a special fighter, and was it Lipinets last time out, I think, and he's a quality fighter. He come through that well, so really intrigued to see how this goes. Like, I think Mikey, timing is just very correct, and I wouldn't be shocked if he does it. I wouldn't be shocked if he does it, and if he does do it, he's got a claim to be right up there, pound for pound, #1 fighter. Do I think he can do it? I do, but I probably just lean towards Spence. Yeah.
Because of the size, or because
size?
of...
Because of size, yeah. I'd be interested to see what Errol does get in the ring at.
Yeah, me too.
Obviously he has to make the 10-pound weight, so maybe would be a stone, maybe not. Yeah, but I just think his size will come into play. But like I say, I'm intrigued, and I certainly won't be surprised if Mikey Garcia pulled it off.
If you watch his last fight, man, against Eastern, man, he was just so methodical, so perfect, so smart about it. Every punch that he takes, it's that he's a smart fighter. That's how he's going to win the fight. And that's what's going to win him the fight. It's just the fact that he's just a smart fighter. I remember watching him spar when he was going through that stuff with his promoter before. I was like, man, this kid is so fucking smart and so good. He's just good and smart. That's the main thing about him.
Do you think he'll have the power at welterweight?
Well, of course. Yeah, he's going to have the power, but the main thing that's going to carry over is his ring generalship, his ring brains, his ring smart. Like, I remember when Roy Jones Jr. fought Ruiz. You know, that was a big jump up. That was a huge jump up in weight. And Roy just outsmarted Ruiz. And that's what I believe that Mikey has to do. Not to say that Spence is going to be slow like Ruiz, but, you know, I think he's gonna carry over.
What do you think, though, when people say they know how smart Mikey is and how good his skills are, but he's not slick enough?
Well, the ones that don't think that he's slick enough need to watch his fight. That's what makes him. His brains makes him slick. He is a slick fighter. He's a underrated slick fighter because he knows his slickness. To me, is knowing your distance and knowing how to fight someone. And he's the best at distance, and knowing his distance, knowing how to fight someone, and picking his shots.
And lastly, do you see it ending close in a decision? Or
Decision win, unanimous by I'll say 8-4, 7-5, but it's gonna be a good fight.
How much
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else